Today I'm going to do a summer holiday evening look, so a kind of beach party look. Now I'm quite pale, so I'm going to start with bronzer. If you're very tanned, obviously just skip this step altogether. I'm going to use the by Terry Soleil Terrybly, and this is really nice. It's sort of a serum, which is also a tan extender. So for people that do tan, it helps you to keep your tan longer. It is very expensive, but I've used it a couple of times. I was trialing it out last week for the Elle Beauty Awards, and I have to say, it's really lovely. I'm just going to put a really thin layer of this all over. It's got a little bit of shimmer in, which I like. It's a little bit of shimmer is nice in the evening. So you can see it just gives a really nice radiance to the skin. Now all the skin that's exposed needs to be done. So I'm quickly just going to do my neck. So next thing is some concealer. If you don't need any concealer, then obviously just skip this step. You know, if you're tanned and bronzed and on the 4th day of your holiday and you're looking fabulous, then just leave this step. But I'm going to put some concealer on. I'm going to use this little kit by Bobbi Brown because it's got powder in one side and concealer in the other, and it's quite handy for your handbag if you're going out in the evening. You don't want to carry much with you. So I'm just going to use a little bit under my eyes to start with. And then I'm going to use a little bit here and there just to smooth my skin out a little bit. I'm going for a kind of Ibiza nighttime look. So I'm imagining Pucci-esque or Roberto Cavalli type clothes, or Missoni, something kind of, you know, a bit glam, but at the same time really chic and sophisticated and kind of cool. So skin needs to look really, really, really natural. The less you have on, the better your skin looks. Just going to cover a little spot there. Just cover anything that's bothering you. Then using the same palette, I'm just going to powder the areas that I've just concealed. So setting just under my eyes a little bit. I need a little bit of powder here as well because I'm going to use some pencil in a second. And then just anywhere else where you need a touch around the nose, a little bit around my mouth where I've just done a bit concealing. And anywhere else you get shiny, so centre of my forehead. Oh, and a little bit on that spot. This is just an eyeshadow brush though, any eyeshadow brush will do. So next on to the eyes, and I want the eyes to be quite smouldery but quite not too done, quite undone. So I'm going to use a Colourstay pencil in black by Revlon, and I'm going to start by quite messily lining underneath the lashes on the bottom, and then straight away, because these Colourstay pencils and most of these long-lasting and waterproof pencils set, so you need to get smudging really, really quickly. You can use a cotton bud if you want, or fingers. To be quite gentle, you don't need to rub hard, just gently sort of tap and smudge those edges in so it gets a little bit smoky. Same on the top, put it on really messily, just dab away, get right down to the roots of the lashes, and then do a kind of messy broken up line, and then again start dabbing and tapping straight away. Now you can do this in chocolate brown, or you can do it in grey, lighter colours, especially if you've got small eyes. Another thing, if you've got small eyes, is don't do the waterline, but otherwise go along the waterline as well, just to create a little bit more drama. So just do it quite messily. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to look more modern if it's not a perfectly drawn on line. You want it to look sort of a bit lived in, a bit cooler. Now what you can do next is use something like the Smoky Eye Effect shadow sticks from Max Factor, just to add a little bit of shine. So I'm just going to go over my line there and just again smudge in Just going to give a little bit of shine, and the same underneath if you want to. You can also build up a bit more drama if you want them a little bit darker. I think the idea is that it's going to look, it's like a very, very smudged, lived in, worn in pencil. If after a few minutes a little bit transferred up there, just blend away using a Q-tip. It all adds to a nice smudgy look. Just don't overdo it. Keep it in a way quite light, although it's dark. You don't want it, you know, kind of chucked on loads and loads. Just curl my eyelashes. Now I'm going to give my lashes a good coat of black mascara. I'm going to use a waterproof one. I know I'm not going swimming on a beach party, or I might be actually, who knows. But I'm going to use the Maybelline 1x1 waterproof in super dense black and put plenty on. Now we don't want to go much further with this look because we don't want it to get all trashy and too made up, because I want to try and keep it looking very modern and cool. So eyebrows I'm just going to completely leave, because we don't want to, if they're all done with the eyes, it starts to look, I find it a little bit old-fashioned. So if you need to fill in your brows, just do them really, really naturally. Now I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use the Bourjois one, and it's the one that has a little bit of shimmer in it. So I'm going to use that just to shade a little bit. Again, not too much, just to give a little bit of shape to the face. And also it's another thing that's got a little bit of shimmer in, so it's nice for evenings. Next I'm going to do the tiniest touch of blush. It's a highlighting blush. It's Bamba by Benefit. Just because I think a little bit of pink with bronze goes a long way, just to lifting the skin. Because this is a highlighter as well, just give me a touch of a rosy glow, just quite high onto the cheekbones there. It just keeps it looking fresh. Sometimes too much bronze can be a little bit deadening to the skin. And that's just giving a little bit of life and also a little bit of shimmer. Okay, last but not least, this is an amazing product that I've discovered. I'm sorry if you're outside of the UK, because this is from Superdrug, but it's £2.99 and it's from Collection 2000, and it's their Cream Puff. And it's like a velvety lip colour, a matte velvety lip colour. I just think it's absolutely genius. I'm going to use the one in the kind of very neutral nudie colour, and it's just so creamy. It smells exactly like creme brulee, which is a good thing. Sort of very caramelly. It just looks really, really natural. Hasn't got the shine of the gloopiness of sort of gloss. It's not shimmery, but it feels very moisturising. There are some lovely colours as well. They do a really pale beige as well, if you want like a really sort of pale mouth, and they also do a really nice pink, which I haven't got, and this coral one I also sometimes use on my cheeks as well. So pretty good. £2.99. I thought that was incredible, and I haven't actually seen that in any other brands either, so it's a double whammy there. So that's my summery evening beach party look. It's nice and quick, and it's not too try hard, so you don't look like you've got tons and tons of makeup. Well, you haven't got tons and tons of makeup on. So it's quite cool and modern, and I think it's quite chic. So I hope you like the look, and thanks for watching.